Morning, guys. Happy Monday. I wanted to come on and do a little chat while I'm driving to work. A little rant, little chat. Just wanted to talk about kids, work, stress, life really quick. I don't know if anybody can relate, but I just needed to vent and figured why not record myself and talk about it while I'm driving. So anyways, heading into work this morning. I work from home 3 days a week, and I drive into my office 2 days a week on Mondays and Wednesdays. So on those days, I get up early and then obviously get dressed and make sure my daughter is up, dressed, ready for school. I get her up about 6:30, and I try to get out of the house by no later than 7-ish, 7:15 latest, making sure she's all set. I make her lunch usually the night before. I make her breakfast. She's 11 years old, and I still do her hair. And this morning was so stressful because I woke her up 6:35. She knows what she needs to get done. And at about 7:05, I asked her what she was doing, and she screamed at me and said, "I'm getting dressed." And I just kind of was like, it's 7:05. It's 7:05. I woke you up 40 minutes ago. What, you're just getting dressed? So I go out into the kitchen to put my lunch together, and she hasn't even eaten her breakfast sandwich that I made her 40 minutes prior. And now we're at 7:10, 7:15. She has no socks on. Her hair's not done. There's a big rat's nest in the back. No sweatshirt. Nothing. Teeth not brushed, and her bus comes at 7:35. So it's like, I was like, what were you doing for the last half an hour? Pretty sure she was probably just sitting in her room staring at her iPod watching TikTok videos, if I'm being honest. So I said, that's it. When I get out of work today, you're coming straight home. No more electronics in the morning. It's ridiculous. And I don't know if any of you are full-time workers and moms, but it is definitely stressful. I work a full-time Monday through Friday job. Usually it's 8 to 5. Sometimes it's 8 to 6. Sometimes it's 7:30 till 5:36. Just depends on the day. But I've been at my job for 15 years, and it gets more stressful as time goes on sometimes. And I guess maybe just because I'm getting older, I feel like my life is consumed with full-time job, and I have my daughter full-time as well, Monday through Friday and every other weekend. So everything pretty much lands and falls on me when it comes to, well, everything, obviously. That's what we do as moms. But, school, teacher meetings, doctor appointments, after school. She got a role in the musical for Little Mermaid this year. She's in Girl Scouts. So it's legit, everything's revolved around her schedule, which, I wanted her to do that type of stuff. I want her to be involved in things because it's good for her. And it builds her confidence, which is great and I love. But man, I tell you, sometimes you're just like, I need a minute for myself. Like, can I just have a minute to breathe? And maybe I feel like that every single week because my weekends are this short usually. As soon as I finish work, it's either getting her ready to go with her dad, and by the time that all is all squared away and she's done, it's 6-7 o'clock at night, and I'm burnt out for the day. And maybe I have Saturday to myself or to do something, and then Sunday it's almost like Sunday's like a Monday. I don't know if you guys feel like that, but Sunday's like, okay, I gotta get prepped for Monday. So it's grocery shopping, cleaning, you know, cooking a dinner for everyone Sunday night, you know, prepping lunches and, you know, getting everything ready to go. And by the time you're done with all of those things on Sunday, it's 8 o'clock at night. So you're sitting down to watch maybe one or two shows, and that's it, and back to it. And I think that's probably most of us anyways, I would think. But you know, Mama could really use a really nice vacation, like a real one, like not just like staycation at home, like something kind of just away from everything, a nice relaxation. Sometimes you need to decompress, and sometimes a day off here and there doesn't always, I feel like, doesn't really do too much. But I don't take a lot of time out of work usually, and when I'm take a week off for vacation, it's usually based around like my daughter's school when she's off, and it's usually, you know, her friends are at the house, or driving her here, there, back and forth. The friends are always calling, what is she doing, what are you doing? So yeah, it usually revolves around her, which is fine because my life revolves around her and she's my entire life. But you know, sometimes you're like, Mama needs to have a little bit of a life too sometimes, and which I do. I can't say I don't mean it like that, but I guess I'm just venting. It was a stressful morning, so now I'm sitting in traffic on the highway. So I'm sorry if I'm looking forward because I'm driving, and hopefully the sun's not glaring in your eyes too much, but the sun comes in and out. Right. But anyways, I wanted to kind of do this little, I guess I would call it like a vlog. This would be my first vlog. So if you're watching this, thank you. And if you can relate to me, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my YouTube following, and I know it takes a lot of time, and I understand that, but it's something that I'm passionate about and am trying to work on. I've stated a few times it's a little bit of a struggle because I'm not really too tech savvy, I would say, when it comes to equipment and, you know, software and editing and doing all that stuff. I worked, honestly, probably like 2 or 3 hours yesterday just on my banner for YouTube. So I redid it, and it's pretty like basic. There's not a lot of information on the banner, but it looks really good. It's nice and bright and pretty and cute. I mean, it's still a work in progress, and obviously as you go, you learn how to, you know, what programs to use. But right now I'm just working on using some free ones because I've invested enough money as it is on all the makeup I purchased for my channel. So anyways, what else did I want to talk about? It's Monday. Wish it was Friday. I'm doing this vlog on my camera. It's just kind of a, I would call it a mom rant, I would say. A parent rant, because I'm sure there's some dads out there who take care of their kids as well. And can maybe feel the stress. It's just not always just the moms. But, you know. So, let's see. What else do I have going on today? It's Monday. It is for my job, not to bore you, but it's week 1 of the month. So we start off with like starting over the brand new month. And then we also, what I do a lot of commission auditing for a lot of sales reps. And so we start that process for last month. So I'll be working on some of those fun things, helping train one of our newer DSAs at my company, which is a district sales assistant. And, you know, busy. But I'm hoping to do a makeup video this week. I'm not sure which day yet, but once I can figure out a good schedule, I want to have it like very consistent. It's always up and down depending on my day, what time I get home, what's going on after work, cooking dinner, my daughter, where she's at, whether I gotta pick her up, whether I have to do stuff, Girl Scout stuff after, which that's only just begun, but still. Just busy mom stuff, I guess. I'm ready for a vacation. I don't know if you guys are, but anybody who's as busy as me, I've never felt so busy in my life until this past, like, I don't know, year or two. It's crazy. Sure, in the spring she's going to be starting softball. So, I don't know. I need a vacation. I need to, I don't know, just like figure out something. It'd be nice to do a girls trip, or I don't know. I'm trying to think of some things that aren't going to break the bank too much, but still be affordable. But man, I tell you, everything costs these days. Even, you know, trying to plan a trip to go into Florida or something. You can't take your kids to Disney for, I don't even know, it depends how many kids you have, but between flights and all that stuff, God, I don't even know. A week at Disney, plus flights, plus food, plus, I don't even know. You're like probably looking at easily, just if you only have one kid and yourself, easily $5,000. Easily. And that's probably on a tighter budget, I'm thinking. I don't know. So, anyways, I wanted to just kind of come on, say hello, say good morning, try out this. My face looks like it's like brown right now, the way the shade is hitting me. But yeah, traffic is moving. It's good. But yeah, comment down below if you can hear and feel my pain a little bit and know what I'm talking about when it's like every morning it's just like stressful. It's always a fight. It's always an argument trying to get my kid ready. And even it could be like the tiniest thing. Did you brush your teeth? I mean, it's like, how long does it take you to get ready? It shouldn't take her more than a half an hour max to eat, brush your teeth, hair, get dressed. And if you out there have more than one kid, I praise you, because I don't know how you do it, especially those single moms. It's a job in its own. And for anybody who says that, you know, those stay-at-home moms, that's not a job, that's not true. Because I'm a full-time mom and a full-time worker, and it's like 5 jobs in one. So being a full-time mom with multiple kids at home, that is definitely more than a single person job. That's a quite the doozy. My sister, she does it. She does it all by herself, pretty much. She has three little girls, all younger than my daughter, and I don't even know how she does it. And she takes care of other people's kids as well during the couple days a week too. But she is working on some other things, so I think eventually she may go back to work part-time, but I praise her every single day for what she does, that girl. She's been through a lot this year, and she still comes in with a smile, and she keeps on pushing forward, and she's quite inspiring, I would say. If any of you out there think you have a stressful life, which I'm not saying it's one person's stress to another, but you know, three little girls and doing it alone every single day, getting them ready for school, getting them dressed, bathing them, making lunches, getting them off the bus, going here, going there. They're all like different age gaps. She has a baby who's not even 2. And this girl does it all. So I praise all of you moms out there who do it all. I guess that's what I would want to say. Whether you stay at home, whether you work and take care of the kids and clean and and take care of the hubbies or wifeys or whichever it may be, I praise you. Because I know what it's like, but I know some people have it 10 times more stressful than me. And I thank God every day I have my fiance who, she does help me with my daughter, making sure she gets on the bus safely, which is another scary thing with the world these days. I'm very always make sure you watch her get on the bus, even at 11. Make sure you physically see her get on the bus. And I'm lucky to have a friend who is my really great friend and a neighbor whose daughter goes on the bus with her. So we all chip in together and make sure the kids get on and off these buses safe. And it's important because the stuff you hear these days, creepers that are out there, the people that, you hear they try to offer kids rides, and all the stories that I've heard over the past several years, it just scares you. Makes you want to keep your kids at home. Makes you want to keep your kids at home and not send them to school and have them, private. I'd rather teach my kids sometimes. Some days I'm like, I'll just keep her home and teach her. But, just making sure you take those extra steps to be careful. And you always have backups everywhere, wherever you live. The buses had actually, crazy story, last year I was sent my daughter outside to the bus stop, which luckily is right outside my house, so I can see her right from the window. And I'm sitting in my beauty room, and of course I'm always staring out the window until she gets on the bus. But there was just this creepy dude out there. She hadn't gone out to the bus yet this day. This guy, so the stop sign is right at the corner, right outside the house, and he's just kind of pacing in front of the house, and I don't know what he was doing. And then he was kind of hanging and swinging, like pole dancing on the stop sign. And he was an older guy. I was like, what the heck? It's 7 a.m. Is this guy drunk? What is he doing? It was crazy. And then he disappeared. And then we kept looking because I wasn't gonna let my daughter go out there to the bus. And then he was back. I was like, oh God, what is he doing? So sure enough, I go out there because I'm like, no, these kids aren't getting in the neighborhood. All these little kids, I'm not letting them get on the bus. No way. And so I made sure to go out there and see what was the situation going on here in front of my house. I don't know what you're doing, guy, but move along. And I stayed close to my house, of course, because you just still never know. And he's yelling for me, excuse me, excuse me. I'm like, yes, can I help you? Yeah, I was wondering if you can help me. I'm like, help you with what? So I was just annoyed by that point. What are you doing outside my house swinging on the stop sign? Like swaying, holding onto it. Your weird backpack. It's just so odd. And he's like, I dropped my contact. I lost my contact. I can't see. And I was just kind of like, oh, hell no. I don't know what you're trying to pull, dude. And I was like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to help you. And then he was saying how he was looking for his cousin's or sister's house and what direction is such and such street. And I said, take a right at this stop sign and keep on going. I said, follow that road all the way and just keep on going. I go, and keep on going, keep on going. I go, and keep on going. And then sure enough, after that, I posted on one of our town Facebook pages, and warned all the parents to just be careful in the area when their kids were going out to the bus. And then I called the police, the town police, so they could patrol the area and check it out. And but I don't know, they never found him or saw him, but it was just creepy. It was just creepy. My daughter was freaked out that I even went outside, but no way. These people are crazy. I tell you, scary world we live in these days. but it's part of the reason why I work from home. I requested it through my company after being there for, at that point, it was about 12 or 13 years, and I felt that I proved myself enough there to request this, and it got approved. There was no questioning, and it felt great for them to say, let's give it a go. Hey. And I think I started a trend there because it wasn't a big thing 3 years ago. It wasn't allowed in my position. And now it's pretty much allowed in my entire, I don't know if it's the whole my zone or the whole company allows it, but there's a lot more work from home, and it just gives you a better work-life balance, which is true. I always work, my hair's like a mess. I took a shower and then I just pinned it back and ran out the door. It just gives you a better work-life balance. It's kind of crazy, but just being closer to home, especially, if I was allowed 5 days, I'd be there 5 days, and maybe one day it will be, but I'll take the 3 days for now. But just to be close to her, my kid, my nieces, when my sister needs something, God forbid something happened at the school or any of them were sick or no one was around. I don't want to be an hour and 10 minutes from my kid. I want to be able to be 2 to 5 minutes and be able to be there if I'm needed. It's important. That's more important to me than anything. And God forbid if she's sick, well, who's going to take care of her? So I'm able to do my job and, keep her home, which is great. So for those of you who sometimes think, you can't, for me, I was like, I'm never going to get this type of situation. I'm never going to be able to have a work from home job or these things. I pushed for that. And, I fought for that. I did my research. I brought all my info to the table, to the managers, to, the company, what I needed to do, and I presented it in a professional manner, and I really fought for that, and it was an accomplishment I was proud of. I will say that, because I always heard for years, nope, your position, you guys aren't allowed to have work from home work. Nope. And ever since I got work from home, my what I've done in my job has only increased my career there. It's it's brought me some really good raises, some really good bonuses, some really good, I guess, a really good position to where I stand in my zone, anyways, I should say. I do feel blessed in that matter. So, if you ever think well, you can't have this and you can't have that, or you can't do this or you can't do that, it's not true. It's not true at all. So that's why me trying to start my YouTube, yeah, I'm 38 years old, and I'm not 20. I'm not, hopefully these people are okay. It's a fire truck I'm driving, and I had to pull over at the gas station. Anyway, sorry. Like I said, this is a vlog. This is unedited. This is just come listen to me ramble, talk about kids and work and all these things. But if you think that you can't do something, you can't accomplish it, I'm kind of talking out loud because it's kind of making me realize that you can. Even just talking about it out loud right now is making me realize, wow, no, I can do these things, other things that I want. My dream is to, one day, as cheesy as it sounds, be on YouTube and be successful and have people like me for me and my videos and my makeup looks and be successful. I don't think you have to be 15 years old or 25 years old and a model to be on YouTube, and be successful. You have to bring something to the table. You've got to be different. You've got to stand out. You've got to, hopefully my phone doesn't fall off the stand because it's a bumpy road, so please don't. I have this little thing that I bought for my car so I could actually do these little vlogs, which is now 25 minutes long so, because I'm driving. But I'm just, talking about it. Let's just talk about it, So yeah, if you ever think that you can't accomplish something, you just got to keep pushing for it, pushing. And if it doesn't happen right away, you got to just go to the next. That's what I think, that you just got to push harder. And it's, like I did that at my job, and I pushed for it and I fought for it. And, now I feel like I need to do the same thing with my beauty channel and fight for it. And, push. As of right now, I have 9 subscribers. 9. Okay, that's, to most people on YouTube, that's basically like having 0. But I started with 0, now I have 9. Okay, well, what do I got to do to build it up and get people's attention and get them interested? I just need to be myself. This is me actually trying to just be more comfortable with myself and who I am, and not be insecure of what I look like on video, or that if I'm have no makeup on one day, or if this or that. You just can't worry about those insecurities and what people are going to say. It is what it is. But reaching out to friends that you have on others, social medias and stuff like that, is kind of like my next step. I think try to push a little bit more, getting those people to come and subscribe and support me, and try to build it up from there. But we all have goals, and we all have nothing comes easy in life. Well, for most of us. I guess some things do for some people, but for a lot of us, we have to work extra hard at it. And I know this is going to be a challenge, but it's something that's I enjoy. It's fun, but it also takes me out of my comfort zone. So I love the makeup. I enjoy doing that. I do my own makeup all the time, obviously. And I did my first wedding party, which was amazing, and that was an accomplishment. And people complimented me a lot, and it made me feel really good. So just knowing that you can do those things, you can succeed if you're on YouTube, or if you want to be a musician, or if you want to, whatever it may be. It's just not going to happen overnight, and you have to tell yourself that. So anyways, it's important. And all the stresses that come within your life, I guess sometimes I take those stresses and I feel like maybe I make an excuse. Oh, today was a stressful day, I'm so tired, and I can't do a video. Or you know what I mean, it was a long day, I'm stressed out, I'm tired, I can't go for a walk, I'm just gonna make dinner and call it a night, I'm so tired. I feel like I myself need to start pushing through those excuses, because that's what they are, they're excuses. And it's just important to not let those things bring you down. I suffer with anxiety, OCD, and depression, which that's a conversation for another day, because that could be a 5-hour rant, and I'm good with that right now. Too early in the morning, and no one wants to hear about that. But I do. I deal with all those things, and it consumes a lot of my life sometimes. Some days are good, some days are not good, or not as easy, I would say. But you have to kind of just look at the positive of what is good in your life. And I feel like my fiance, her name's Nicole, and yes, sorry about the shaking. I am engaged to a woman, even though I have a daughter. Yes, I was married to a man, and so that's another story for another time. But I look at her, and she just nothing bothers her, really. I mean, it's just funny. She just, she's got a lot of stress, a lot of things on her plate, and she has her own stuff that she deals with. But she just doesn't let it eat away at her life. I feel like she just, and maybe it was her upbringing, positivity, different things that she probably had in her life when she grew up. And I'm not saying I didn't, but I feel like sometimes I didn't have the support that I needed in certain ways from certain people, and it just put me at a younger age and just like not a happy, good place. And so she just reminds me all the time, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. Like, you just got to keep pushing. You got to keep, and every day, like, she's just always so positive, even when I'm in a bad mood and she has to deal with my cranky butt. So you just got to look at the positive, and I try to remind myself that. And sometimes it's just not always easy, but this morning I'm talking about it. I want to get everything out there. The stress, the kids, the work, the money things, if you're having money issues, the jobs, the whatever it may be in your life that stresses you out, or you think you can't accomplish your true goals. And when I say goals, I mean, I'm not just talking about like, I got the house clean, that was my goal. I'm talking about like a real goal, like something. Everyone has something that they love. Everyone has something that they love, no matter what it is. Everyone has something they're passionate about. Maybe it's knitting, maybe it's painting, maybe it's music, maybe it's art, maybe it's cars, maybe, it could be anything. And like, you just have to, regardless of your schedule and kids and life, you have to make the time if you really want to succeed. And I think that's something that I need to tell myself that, and I need to do. So, I appreciate you if you're still here listening to me, and I just wanted to put a little bit more of myself out there than what you see normally. Well, I've only got like 4 or 5 videos up, but some of my Facebook peeps, they see me, and it's usually uncomfortable because I'm usually doing videos live, and it's different. But just trying to get comfortable talking on camera, it just makes other things more comfortable, and you want to bring who you are to whatever it is you're doing. So for me, it's stepping out of my comfort zone of being on a camera and worrying about how I look, how my hair looks. Am I looking a little chubby today? Do I, like my weight struggles, up and down, it's up and down, it's up and down. It always has been, forever. So whatever your insecurities are, like, you gotta just push through them. So I'm working on it. And so anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up now, and getting closer to work. So with that being said, to all you moms and dads and parents and anyone who has a lot of stress, but you have goals, and even, I just feel like even at like at 38, like, I know some people, now I'm getting older, I'm gonna be 40 in 2 years. I can't think of age, or you can't think of like, oh my God, I'm this age, so my life's like halfway over, or almost halfway over, or now I'm not young anymore and I can't do these things. Nope. Get that out your heads. You just get out of your head. You gotta not think about that. You gotta think about being present in now, because there's so many things, so many people, so many young people who sadly lose their lives at younger ages. And sometimes I think those things cross my mind of, be in the moment, be present, and be happy with what you have now, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And you can't think about, oh God, in 5 years, in 10 years. At least that's the way I think. I want to think that far ahead. I want to be present and live in the moment. So this is a living in the moment video. This is just me. And I appreciate you if you are here. Again, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I do makeup videos, and I would like to do reviews and makeup looks, and that's just like my passion. It's what I love, and that's what is going to be coming on my channel more frequently. But I also want to do kind of these random rants, random vlogs of just whatever we want to talk about. because I feel like then you get to know me as a person, and that's where, you know, the connection is. I think I want my people who come to see me and like me to feel connected and feel like they can, you know, trust in me, whatever I'm doing, and feel comfortable and like me for me, because I'm not on here to make $1 million, because that is just not ever going to happen. Or I can say never, but I don't think that far ahead. Again, I do this is for a passion. This is for something that it's a drive. It's something exciting. I get excited. I think about it all day, every day. Even when I'm working my regular job, that's what I'm thinking about, is makeup looks, and, you know, what's the next release, and what makeup looks I'm gonna do, and what some video ideas I can do. And I've been starting to write them down, and so I want to do video, have a whole list. And they say on YouTube you want to, I know I said I was wrapping this up, but I am. They say if you want to be successful, you need to write down 100 video ideas, because you never want to run out of ideas. You want to just always have something. It's important to keep having something new and fresh, and you don't always have to do what everyone else is doing. You know, it's like, you know, a lot of people do the same, you know, what's trending, or repetitive, and that's fine. And if that works for them, that's amazing. I want to get creative with my content. I don't want to be too boring, but I don't want to also keep investing tons of money into this. I've spent thousands. Anybody who knows me knows I have spent thousands of dollars. Makeup and stuff for my makeup room. You know, just, you know, furniture, desks, drawers, lighting. I mean, you name it. And, you know, I don't want to keep investing in that sense where I'm not going to get some type of return. And I know it takes a while to get a return. So my thing is I need to start using all the products that I do have now and use them, regardless if they're not what's brand new. It doesn't matter. As long as it's something that's available, because you don't want to show something that's not available and someone like it, and then they can't go out and get it. But although there's always gonna be something similar that you could get, no matter what it is, you know. I bought this James Charles palette, and if you don't know who that is, he's just a big, famous YouTube makeup artist, and he came out with this big, humongous palette, and it's beautiful, and I love it. I think I've used it 3 times. What the heck? You know, I bought these 4 mini Jaclyn Hill palettes. If you don't know who that is, it's another YouTuber, and I barely used any of them. It's crazy. Although I didn't think they were that good. The pigments and the payoff on them really weren't good. And I want to give my honest opinions of what I think of products. I think there's a lot of more affordable products out there. You don't need to go spend $85 on a huge expensive makeup palette because it's at Sephora. I feel like you can get the same quality and payoff on a $20 palette that maybe Walmart has, maybe Walgreens has, I don't know. And then there's a lot of online brands that are very affordable and really, really great. So those are things that eventually I will be having videos on and talking about. But for now, guys, I am wrapping this up because I am almost at work. But thank you, and I appreciate you. If you're here, please share also, and if you know people, please let them know about my channel. I would really love to grow, and I appreciate anybody who comes and watches me and subscribes, because it's free to subscribe. So show your girl some love, and you know, I'll see you in the next one. And I'm definitely putting up a makeup video within, well, this week for sure. I just don't know which day yet. I need to figure out a schedule. it's gonna work for me, so I can do every week specific days, even if it's once a week. And then if I can get that underway, I can try to do twice a week too. So okay, love you guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.